Hi, and welcome to the Awakening with Kelvin Piri podcast, where we talk about real issues, raise important questions, and build hope for a better Africa, one conversation at a time. Today, I want to break down something that's affecting many Zambians, whether they realize it or not. Zambia's new cyber laws. These laws came into effect in 2025, and honestly, a lot of people are either misinformed or completely in the dark about what they mean. So in today's episode, I want to speak plainly, no legal jargon, just real talk about where these laws came from, what they're trying to do, what you can and can't do online now, how this compares with countries like the UK, and most importantly, what it means for your freedom, your voice, and your safety online. Where did these laws come from? Let's start with some history. Back in 2021, under the Patriotic Front, PF government, Zambia passed something called the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act. It tried to handle everything from hacking to fake news, all in one law. But many legal experts and citizens said, wait, this is too broad, too powerful, and it could be abused. The Law Association of Zambia, or LAZ, was one of the loudest voices, warning that it could harm free speech and be used to silence critics. Fast forward to 2021, the UPND government came into power and later repealed the 2021 Act. That means they cancelled it and replaced it with two separate laws, the Cybersecurity Act No. 3 of 2025 and the Cybercrimes Act No. 4 of 2025. These new laws were introduced in Parliament in November 2024. Debated over several months and officially signed into law in April 2025. What do these laws actually say? Let's break it down because this is where it gets real. The Cybersecurity Act focuses on protecting systems like government websites, national databases, power grids, and banking systems from being hacked or attacked. It also created bodies like the Cyber Security Agency and Cyber Incident Response Teams, which are responsible for defending our country's digital infrastructure. But the one that affects everyday people the most is the Cybercrimes Act. This one talks about how we behave online. If you record a conversation without telling the person you're recording, even if you're part of the conversation, that's now a crime. You could be fined or even face jail time. Let's say you're doing a phone interview for your YouTube channel and you don't tell the guests that you're recording and you later post it. That could get you into trouble. If you post or forward false information like fake news or a misleading WhatsApp message, and it harms someone's reputation or causes panic, you can be held responsible, even if you didn't write it. Simply forwarding something you didn't verify could land you in court. There is also a rule against online insults, harassment, or humiliation. If you write something vulgar or offensive online, even in a Facebook comment, that causes emotional distress to someone else, that's now punishable. The law also targets online scams, child exploitation, cyber extortion, and identity theft, all of which are genuine concerns. So it's not just about stopping people from expressing themselves, it's about promoting responsibility online. But, as we'll see next, it's still a work in progress. Are these laws normal in other countries? This is where it helps to step back. Zambia didn't invent cyber laws in a vacuum. In fact, many countries, including the UK, Canada, and South Africa, have similar laws. Here in the UK, it's actually normal to inform someone that you're recording them. If you've ever called customer service in the UK, you've heard the line, "This call is being recorded for training and monitoring purposes." That's the law here. You must inform the other party. Zambia is now doing the same. The new laws also align with international agreements like the Budapest Convention on Cybercrime and the African Union's Malabo Convention. These agreements help countries work together to stop cross-border cyber threats like human trafficking, terrorism, and digital fraud. So, Zambia's laws are not out of place. They're actually part of a global shift toward online accountability. What we need is to ensure that enforcement is fair and not abused to silence people who are simply asking tough questions or sharing truth. What should you do as a Zambian or diasporan? Now, let's bring it home. If you're a YouTuber, podcaster, journalist, or just someone sharing opinions online, don't panic. But be smart. Get consent before you record someone. Let them know, even with a quick, "Is it okay if I record this?" Make sure your personal opinions are labeled as just that, opinions. Don't pass them off as facts unless they're backed by proof. Before sharing anything, whether it's a voice note, a screenshot, or a meme, ask yourself, is this true? Could this hurt someone unfairly? Is it necessary? The law is new, and even some people enforcing it are still learning how it works. So take the time to learn, educate those around you, and seek help if you're unsure. Where to get the law and why it matters. Now let me say something very important. If you truly want to understand these laws, the best thing you can do is read them for yourself, not just rely on what someone says on Facebook or WhatsApp. There's a lot of misinformation out there. You can access the official versions of the Cybercrimes Act and the Cybersecurity Act for free on the Zambian Parliament website. Just visit www.parliament.gov/ZM and look under the Acts section. Reading from authorized sources is so important because it helps you get the facts straight, it protects you from being misled, and it gives you confidence to speak up, share responsibly, and protect your digital rights. Don't just take someone's word for it. Read the law yourself. You don't have to understand every clause, but you'll be surprised how much clearer things become once you read from the source. Disclaimer: before we wrap up, let me be clear. This episode is for educational purposes only. It's based on public records research and constitutional rights to freedom of expression in Zambia. I am not a lawyer and this is not legal advice. If you're facing a legal issue, please speak to a qualified professional. Zambia's cyber laws are part of a bigger digital future, and that future must be built on both protection and freedom. Let's not fear the law, let's understand it, let's not spread panic, let's spread awareness. Thank you for listening to the Awakening with Kelvin Piri podcast. If this episode helped you, share it with your family, your colleagues, your WhatsApp groups, because in this digital age, being informed is not a luxury, it's a form of protection. Let's keep building bridges. Until next time.